The desperate job, begging that Marcus Williams pathetically attempted, became the most satisfying gender justice moment in corporate history when his condescending little girl mockery collided with my comprehensive executive network that exposed exactly why dismissing accomplished women through workplace sexism is the fastest way to convert essential female leadership into career-destroying professional warfare that obliterates both executive credibility and employment prospects through sophisticated corporate maneuvering and strategic gender empowerment that proves business success requires professional respect rather than masculine arrogance and gender discrimination through systematic female dismissal and strategic workplace sexism that eliminates critical leadership capabilities and competitive positioning. For 15 years, I had been building my reputation as a corporate strategy director, the business development expert who designed complex organizational frameworks, implemented critical executive relationships, and maintained the kind of professional expertise that enabled competitive advantages and corporate transformation, while ensuring strategic excellence and business leadership through sophisticated corporate architecture and professional mastery that most male executives completely took for granted, despite depending entirely on my expertise for strategic positioning and competitive protection, from market stagnation through advanced business implementation and strategic corporate management that required comprehensive understanding of executive landscapes and professional methodology that transcended gender assumptions and workplace bias. I was the professional who understood every corporate dynamic, every executive protocol, every business strategy, and every potential competitive advantage that could transform functional organizational operations into market dominance when female expertise was valued or dismissed through masculine arrogance and gender oversight, that eliminated critical business capabilities and strategic positioning through systematic professional reduction and strategic corporate excellence. Elimination that enabled comprehensive competitive disadvantage and organizational stagnation through gender dismissal and workplace sexism. But to Marcus Williams, our misogynistic senior vice president who measured female value entirely through traditional gender roles and masculine superiority, rather than professional competence or business achievement that enabled organizational advancement and competitive positioning, I was just another woman whose corporate expertise could be safely dismissed as administrative support that represented workplace decoration, rather than essential business leadership that created measurable competitive value and organizational advantages through sophisticated corporate analysis and professional excellence that transcended masculine assumptions about female capabilities and gender-based professional limitations that characterized workplace discrimination. Marcus believed that female professionals were primarily administrative resources rather than strategic leaders, that women's contributions were naturally inferior to masculine authority, and that business expertise was essentially subordinate to gender hierarchy regardless of the corporate innovation and professional capabilities that enabled organizational advancement and competitive success through sophisticated business implementation and strategic corporate management that required years of specialized expertise and professional intelligence, rather than masculine dismissal and gender reduction through workplace discrimination and systematic female elimination. When he looked me directly in the eye and condescendingly announced that I would work for him, little girl, while explaining that women were naturally suited for supporting roles rather than executive leadership, he thought he was demonstrating masculine authority that could eliminate female dependencies while controlling corporate hierarchy through systematic gender dismissal that prioritized traditional roles over professional competence and business sustainability that enabled competitive positioning and organizational leadership through corporate excellence and strategic professional superiority. What Marcus didn't realize was that the female executive he was systematically dismissing possessed not only comprehensive corporate expertise, but detailed knowledge of exactly which professional networks could destroy masculine careers while proving the devastating consequences of gender ignorance that eliminated essential female capabilities through strategic corporate warfare demonstration and professional excellence supremacy that would vindicate female leadership faster than masculine. Arrogance could eliminate business advancement and professional expertise through systematic gender dismissal and strategic female destruction that violated corporate wisdom and competitive intelligence about professional competence, importance, and business expertise value, regardless of gender identity and workplace assumptions. My expertise in corporate strategy and professional leadership had developed through years of building complex business systems while understanding that female executives required both exceptional corporate competence and strategic protection from exactly the kind of masculine dismissal and gender elimination that could destroy competitive advantages and business advancement through short-sighted workplace analysis that prioritized traditional gender roles over long-term professional expertise, and corporate capabilities that enabled business transformation and competitive positioning through superior female implementation and strategic professional management that transcended masculine assumptions about women's business complexity and corporate investment requirements. I had joined the company as a business analyst, attracted by their reputation for complex corporate challenges that required innovative approaches to strategic development, professional optimization, and organizational architecture that pushed traditional business solutions beyond conventional limits, while maintaining excellent standards that enabled competitive advantages and corporate positioning through superior professional implementation that transcended masculine assumptions about female complexity and business management requirements despite systematic gender discrimination and workplace bias that eliminated female opportunities. Over 15 years, I had evolved from someone who maintained routine business procedures to someone who designed revolutionary corporate architectures that could handle complex strategic scenarios, unpredictable market demands, and competitive business challenges, while maintaining professional excellence that distinguished industry leaders from competitors who struggled with strategic advancement and corporate reliability that required advanced business expertise and sophisticated professional analysis that transcended masculine convenience and gender cost considerations that systematically eliminated female contributions and professional advancement through workplace discrimination. My corporate work wasn't just business implementation. It was strategic organizational architecture that incorporated understanding of market requirements, competitive constraints, professional sustainability, and corporate positioning that enabled complex business systems to succeed while providing long-term advantages through superior female excellence and professional reliability that couldn't be easily replicated by competitors who lacked similar business expertise and corporate commitment, that enabled professional excellence and strategic business competence through advanced organizational development, despite gender barriers and masculine resistance. I had successfully created business solutions that other executives claimed were impossible to achieve within corporate constraints, generated strategic approaches that solved critical organizational problems through innovative professional techniques, and built corporate frameworks that could predict and optimize performance before conventional methods affected business effectiveness or competitive positioning through systematic professional management and intelligent corporate assessment that demonstrated business excellence regardless of masculine assumptions about female complexity and professional effectiveness, despite systematic gender discrimination and workplace bias. But perhaps most importantly, I had developed comprehensive understanding of executive networks, professional relationship management, and strategic corporate influence that could execute exactly the kind of systematic career destruction that would expose workplace sexism while proving the critical importance of female respect through strategic professional demonstration and corporate excellence supremacy that would transform organizational dynamics faster than masculine arrogance could. Eliminate female capabilities and professional expertise through systematic gender dismissal and strategic female destruction that violated business wisdom and competitive intelligence about professional competence, sophistication, and corporate system necessity, regardless of traditional gender assumptions and workplace discrimination patterns. Before I tell you about the corporate maneuvering that destroyed a sexist executive through professional excellence, let me pause for everyone who has ever experienced workplace dismissal and gender discrimination by male colleagues who fail to understand the business expertise and corporate capabilities that female professionals contribute to organizational advancement through strategic professional implementation and corporate excellence that enables competitive transformation and business sustainability through sophisticated professional competence and business expertise that transcends gender constraints and masculine convenience through professional innovation, democracy and corporate platform accountability that recognizes female leadership regardless of traditional workplace assumptions. If you believe that female executives deserve recognition for business expertise that enables organizational advancement, that professional competence should be valued rather than dismissed through gender discrimination, that sophisticated corporate knowledge deserves workplace respect through professional demonstration, rather than systematic elimination of individual female achievements and business contributions that enable competitive advancement and organizational positioning, then you're about to witness what happens when masculine arrogance meets sophisticated corporate expertise and professional excellence mastery that determines whether complex business relationships provide gender respect or create organizational transformation through systematic professional demonstration and expert female retaliation against workplace sexism and gender discrimination. Most people listening haven't subscribed yet, but if you want more stories where dismissed female executives receive vindication through corporate expertise while exposing masculine arrogance through comprehensive professional excellence and strategic business warfare that demonstrates the critical importance of gender equality and female advancement in corporate environments, hit that subscribe button now. Trust me, there are plenty more male executives out there who think gender superiority supersedes professional competence, rather than recognizing brilliant female experts with sophisticated business knowledge and corporate capabilities that enable organizational transformation through advanced professional implementation and competitive advancement excellence, despite systematic workplace discrimination. Now, back to Marcus Williams, who was about to learn that some female executives understand corporate networks better than men, understand professional hierarchy, and that business expertise becomes systematic career destruction when gender dismissal meets professional reality that transcends masculine authority through corporate excellence and female leadership mastery that enables competitive dominance through strategic business advancement and professional superiority, regardless of traditional gender assumptions and workplace bias. Marcus Williams represented everything dangerous about masculine leadership that confused gender superiority with actual professional competence, while treating female executives as administrative decoration rather than strategic assets that enabled business transformation and competitive sustainability through corporate expertise and professional management that couldn't be easily replaced through masculine approaches, and gender elimination that removed institutional knowledge and competitive business positioning through systematic female destruction and professional expertise elimination, despite the critical importance of female leadership and business competence. He had been promoted to senior VP based on his ability to maintain traditional corporate culture through masculine networking strategies that impressed male executives who measured business success by gender conformity, rather than professional advancement or corporate excellence that characterized progressive organizational leadership and competitive advancement. Maintenance through business expertise, recognition, and advanced professional implementation that enabled organizational positioning and strategic competitive management, regardless of gender identity and female contributions. Marcus spoke confidently about business leadership and corporate optimization, but his understanding of actual professional excellence requirements was dangerously superficial. He could discuss traditional concepts in executive presentations while having no comprehension of the business innovation, professional advancement, and corporate implementation that enabled organizational transformation through sophisticated business architecture and strategic professional implementation that required years of expertise to develop and maintain effectively, regardless of masculine assumptions about female complexity and professional management requirements that systematically eliminated women's contributions. His approach to corporate leadership was built around the assumption that female professionals were naturally expendable through gender decisions, that women's advancement represented unnecessary overhead rather than strategic transformation, and that professional knowledge was subordinate to masculine authority. Regardless of the business innovation and corporate capabilities that enabled organizational advancement and competitive success through sophisticated professional analysis and strategic business implementation that transcended masculine convenience and gender cost considerations that systematically marginalized female expertise. Marcus treated complex female frameworks like unnecessary expense that could be eliminated through masculine authority, while assuming that traditional approaches superseded professional dependencies and business expertise that had been specifically developed to protect organizational operations from exactly the kind of competitive stagnation and professional elimination that characterized his approach to business management and female recognition through systematic gender dismissal and strategic professional elimination that violated business wisdom and competitive intelligence about corporate innovation, importance, and professional expertise value, regardless of traditional gender assumptions and workplace discrimination patterns. The condescending mockery announcement that Marcus systematically implemented was comprehensive and strategically humiliating, incorporating every aspect of gender discrimination while creating hostile workplace environment through professional harassment and female discrimination that violated both corporate ethics and business wisdom standards, while demonstrating complete ignorance of the professional requirements and business competence that enabled organizational advancement and competitive positioning through corporate excellence and sophisticated professional methodology management, despite gender barriers and masculine resistance to female leadership. During executive meetings, Marcus would systematically ridicule my strategic approaches while promoting traditional masculine leadership that represented corporate safety rather than competitive advancement, creating business environment that prioritized gender hierarchy over professional competence, while systematically undermining the female expertise that enabled organizational transformation and competitive advantages through sophisticated business methodology and strategic professional implementation that transcended masculine marketing and traditional approach limitations, despite systematic workplace discrimination and gender bias. The dismissal included deliberate interruption of business discussions to promote masculine alternatives, systematic assignment of administrative projects that eliminated opportunities for corporate expertise demonstration, and comprehensive professional marginalization designed to minimize female contributions while prioritizing masculine authority over business competence and professional advancement that enabled competitive advantages through sophisticated corporate implementation and proven business excellence despite gender discrimination and workplace bias that systematically eliminated women's opportunities. Marcus's gender discrimination extended beyond individual mockery to encompass systematic exclusion from corporate strategy discussions, deliberate replacement of female solutions with masculine alternatives, and comprehensive professional marginalization designed to eliminate business expertise while prioritizing traditional approaches over professional knowledge and proven corporate advancement that enabled organizational positioning and sustainable competitive success through advanced business management and professional excellence implementation despite systematic workplace sexism. However, Marcus's systematic gender ignorance was creating exactly the kind of professional vulnerability that would trigger catastrophic corporate exposure when female networks encountered major organizational changes that required business expertise and professional methodology mastery, rather than masculine approaches and traditional optimization that eliminated essential corporate capabilities and proven business excellence through gender bias and workplace discrimination that systematically marginalized female leadership and professional competence. Most devastatingly, Marcus made his sexism explicit by publicly announcing that I would work for him, little girl, while emphasizing that women belonged in supporting roles rather than executive leadership positions, demonstrating complete ignorance of my actual corporate influence and professional network connections that would soon destroy his career through strategic female empowerment and business excellence warfare. The professional mastery that I possessed transcended conventional corporate knowledge to encompass sophisticated understanding of executive networks, strategic relationship management, and organizational influence techniques that represented years of advanced business education and professional expertise development that enabled complex corporate solutions and strategic organizational transformation through business competence and professional excellence that distinguished breakthrough. Leadership from masculine experimentation that struggled with competitive implementation and sustainable business positioning despite gender barriers and systematic workplace discrimination. My business knowledge included comprehensive understanding of advanced corporate requirements, professional methodology optimization, and proven organizational techniques that enabled systematic competitive resolution while understanding exactly which business approaches would outperform masculine methods through professional superiority and corporate excellence that transcended traditional limitations and gender constraints through proven methodology and strategic business implementation. Despite systematic workplace bias and discrimination patterns, this professional expertise incorporated advanced understanding of corporate fundamentals, business optimization techniques, and proven advancement methods that enabled sustainable organizational transformation, while identifying potential masculine problems before they affected business effectiveness and competitive positioning, through systematic professional analysis and intelligent corporate methodology management that prevented business failures through advanced professional competence and strategic corporate excellence despite gender discrimination and workplace bias that systematically eliminated female opportunities. The business knowledge included sophisticated awareness of how masculine approaches appeared to major stakeholders who valued professional advancement and corporate reliability, understanding that traditional methods represented potential competitive limitation that could immediately fail when encountering complex requirements that demanded business expertise and professional methodology mastery, rather than masculine algorithms and traditional solutions that eliminated corporate capabilities. And proven business excellence through gender bias and systematic workplace discrimination. Most importantly, my professional expertise enabled strategic intervention during critical corporate challenges that could either protect organizational reliability through business competence or expose masculine limitations through systematic demonstration of traditional failure and expensive masculine inadequacy that would destroy traditional credibility while proving the enduring importance of female advancement and professional methodology mastery in business problem-solving environments that required advanced corporate competence and sophisticated professional excellence rather than masculine optimization and traditional simplification that systematically marginalized women's contributions and professional capabilities. The strategic response initiation that I methodically orchestrated was comprehensive and sophisticatedly calculated, incorporating detailed corporate maneuvering and strategic professional investigation that would demonstrate the complete scope of business expertise while proving exactly why gender dismissal represented catastrophic corporate risk when directed against female professionals, whose business capabilities enabled systematic advancement through corporate excellence and strategic professional architecture that transcended masculine authority and gender convenience through democratic business platforms and professional justice warfare that recognized female leadership capabilities. Over the days following Marcus's sexist announcement, I developed comprehensive corporate strategy that included sophisticated business optimization, professional advancement enhancement, and strategic organizational discovery that would maximize competitive positioning while building irrefutable case for female necessity through business excellence and professional innovation analysis that demonstrated masculine misconduct through systematic evidence presentation and strategic business development that transcended gender bias and workplace discrimination. The corporate architecture included revolutionary business techniques that could handle complex organizational requirements while maintaining professional accuracy potential, strategic business resonance that would generate maximum stakeholder attention and corporate accountability, and comprehensive advancement integration that would provide credible demonstration of systematic masculine inadequacy through business transparency and professional accountability that enabled gender justice, through corporate platform democracy that recognized female expertise and leadership capabilities. The business strategy incorporated sophisticated professional analysis that would optimize corporate discovery during comprehensive organizational investigation periods, advancement research that would maximize competitive compilation and business reach, and strategic professional deployment that would ensure comprehensive corporate accountability across multiple business channels while building systematic masculine destruction through intelligent business mechanics and professional accountability through corporate transparency that recognized female leadership and business competence. Most importantly, the response included comprehensive business review and professional verification that would ensure corporate documentation accuracy while protecting against masculine claims through factual business compilation and strategic professional construction that would withstand corporate scrutiny while generating maximum business impact and professional accountability through democratic business platforms and strategic corporate excellence that enabled systematic masculine accountability through gender transparency and professional justice through business mastery that recognized female leadership capabilities and corporate competence. The Power Network Analysis compilation revealed systematic patterns of corporate influence that extended throughout my professional relationships to encompass sophisticated business connections, organizational advancement opportunities, and strategic positioning advantages that would expose comprehensive corporate transformation through professional accountability and strategic business excellence that transcended conventional gender dispute resolution through democratic corporate platforms and business justice warfare that recognized female leadership and professional competence capabilities. I identified detailed evidence of systematic competitive advantages that included specific documentation of professional superiority over masculine approaches, comprehensive analysis of business advancement opportunities, and strategic presentation of corporate excellence that demonstrated clear patterns of female superiority rather than isolated professional decisions that could be defended through masculine policy or traditional necessity that might characterize systematic advantages as reasonable business practice rather than revolutionary breakthrough and professional excellence that transcended gender limitations and workplace discrimination. The corporate investigation included sophisticated business techniques that would generate maximum organizational accountability while maintaining professional credibility and factual accuracy. Business evidence elements that would create stakeholder attention and corporate consequences through shared professional experience and strategic advancement presentation that demonstrated systemic problems with masculine leadership and traditional culture rather than individual business dispute that might be dismissed as gender conflict or professional disagreement rather than systematic workplace discrimination and professional marginalization. The business archaeology incorporated advanced understanding of corporate precedent and professional accountability patterns that would ensure maximum business credibility while building systematic masculine destruction through intelligent corporate construction and strategic advancement deployment that leveraged business mechanics and professional verification algorithms for comprehensive corporate accountability through business transparency and professional platform democracy that recognized female leadership and strategic competence. Most importantly, the analysis included sophisticated verification procedures that would ensure corporate narrative accuracy while providing comprehensive documentation of masculine misconduct through factual evidence and strategic business excellence that would generate irrefutable case for professional accountability through corporate justice and business warfare that operated through professional transparency rather than masculine protection and gender privilege that enabled systematic business violations and workplace misconduct that marginalized female contributions and professional capabilities. The corporate maneuver deployment that I strategically executed was precisely timed and comprehensively optimized for maximum organizational impact and professional accountability through intelligent stakeholder mechanics and business excellence psychology that would ensure systematic corporate transformation while building irrefutable case for professional accountability through business excellence and strategic corporate warfare that transcended masculine authority and gender protection. Through democratic business platforms and professional democracy that recognized female leadership capabilities and business competence. The organizational implementation included sophisticated business architecture that incorporated compelling professional hooks, strategic advancement presentation, and corporate excellence elements that would generate immediate stakeholder attention while building systematic business momentum through intelligent professional design and strategic corporate distribution that leveraged optimal organizational timing and business algorithm optimization for maximum corporate impact and professional consequence through business transparency that recognized female expertise and leadership capabilities. The professional strategy included advanced business deployment that would maximize corporate discovery and stakeholder reach across multiple organizational networks, strategic precedent incorporation that would amplify excellence through business influencers and professional advocacy organizations, and comprehensive platform cross-posting that would ensure business evidence reached maximum authority while building systematic masculine destruction through strategic professional warfare and corporate accountability that operated through business transparency rather than masculine hierarchy and gender privilege that systematically marginalized female contributions. The accountability deployment incorporated sophisticated consequence optimization that included strategic response planning for stakeholder interaction, advanced business continuation architecture that would maintain professional momentum through sustained excellence, and comprehensive monitoring systems that would track corporate credibility while building systematic evidence of business impact and professional accountability through business success, and strategic competitive management that recognized female leadership and professional competence. Most importantly, the deployment strategy included intelligent escalation procedures that would maximize business distribution through stakeholder participation and professional sharing while building comprehensive corporate accountability through business platform democracy and strategic professional excellence that would generate systematic masculine consequence through business transparency and corporate justice that operated through democratic business platforms rather than masculine protection mechanisms and gender authority that enabled systematic business violations and workplace misconduct without accountability for discrimination against female professionals and marginalization of women's contributions to organizational success and competitive positioning. The power reversal revelation that resulted from strategic corporate deployment exceeded even my expectations for how quickly professional accountability could expose masculine misconduct while generating comprehensive organizational transformation through business credibility and corporate platform democracy that enabled systematic gender justice through strategic business excellence and professional transparency that transcended masculine authority and gender protection through democratic stakeholder engagement and corporate excellence that recognized female leadership capabilities and business competence. Within hours of organizational restructuring announcement, the corporate transformation had generated extensive business celebration, including recognition, advancement, and validation through professional networks, while building systematic competitive advantage that would permanently validate my business expertise and professional standing through corporate accountability and business transparency that demonstrated the power of professional justice and strategic corporate warfare that recognized female leadership and business excellence capabilities. The competitive credibility included comprehensive stakeholder engagement across multiple business platforms, with professional consequences from corporate advocacy organizations, systematic validation through industry networks and business protection groups, and widespread recognition through accountability mechanics that transcended initial stakeholder reach, while building massive masculine destruction through business transparency and professional accountability that enabled gender justice, through strategic corporate excellence and business mastery that recognized female leadership capabilities. The business explosion generated extensive professional discussion about masculine accountability and corporate justice, while creating comprehensive documentation of systematic gender violations through business evidence and professional transparency that would permanently affect Marcus's corporate reputation and career advancement through business consequence and strategic career destruction that operated through democratic business platforms rather than masculine hierarchy and gender. Protection that systematically marginalized female contributions. The corporate evidence created immediate recognition of professional advantage patterns while generating systematic masculine accountability through business justice and corporate platform democracy that demonstrated the revolutionary power of business excellence and strategic professional warfare for female protection and masculine consequence through transparent business platforms and democratic corporate engagement that transcended gender authority and organizational hierarchy through business excellence and professional accountability through strategic corporate justice that recognized female leadership and professional competence capabilities. If you believe that gender dismissal should face comprehensive corporate consequences and systematic professional accountability, that workplace sexism deserves organizational transparency through strategic business excellence, make sure you subscribe, because these stories never get old. The male executive who thought masculine authority eliminated professional consequences was about to discover that some female executives possess comprehensive business knowledge and corporate excellence capabilities that can systematically transform organizational hierarchies through strategic professional warfare and business platform accountability that transcends gender hierarchy, while delivering comprehensive professional justice through corporate transparency and democratic business. Engagement that recognizes female leadership capabilities. The desperate pleading crisis that followed was immediate and professionally comprehensive as Marcus realized that his systematic gender dismissal had not only violated corporate principles, but created professional catastrophe that destroyed his career positioning while exposing dangerous patterns of workplace misconduct and gender hostility that had apparently operated through masculine privilege without recognition of the professional capabilities and business expertise that female executives contributed to organizational success and competitive positioning through strategic business implementation and corporate excellence that transcended traditional gender assumptions and workplace discrimination patterns. Within days of the corporate restructuring, Marcus found himself facing unemployment while desperately attempting to secure any available position, including begging for opportunities from the same little girl he had condescendingly dismissed just days earlier, creating the ultimate demonstration of professional karma and gender justice through business accountability and corporate consequence that exposed the reality of female professional competence and business leadership capabilities. Emergency career counseling was sought as Marcus discovered that his reputation for gender discrimination had spread throughout professional networks, eliminating employment opportunities while creating systematic career destruction that could affect his professional standing and financial stability through business consequence and corporate transparency that demonstrated organizational commitment to gender equality and professional respect for female leadership and business expertise. The desperate job pleading included pathetic appeals for employment consideration from female executives he had previously dismissed, systematic attempts to minimize his sexist behavior through professional damage control, and comprehensive recognition that his career survival depended entirely on the mercy of women whose business expertise and corporate influence he had systematically underestimated through workplace discrimination and gender bias that violated professional ethics in business. Wisdom about female leadership capabilities and organizational competence that transcended traditional masculine assumptions about corporate hierarchy and professional positioning. The complete corporate restructuring was swift and professionally revolutionary, as senior leadership realized that Marcus's systematic violations represented organizational liability that required immediate personnel changes and comprehensive policy reforms that prioritized gender equality and professional accountability over masculine privilege and traditional hierarchy that had characterized previous corporate culture approaches that enabled systematic discrimination through inadequate oversight and professional consequence mechanisms that failed to recognize female leadership and business competence. Marcus was terminated immediately with comprehensive corporate notification that gender discrimination investigation was being pursued, while external review was initiated to assess the complete scope of workplace violations and professional misconduct that had operated through masculine authority and organizational indifference to gender protection and professional justice requirements that recognized female expertise and business capabilities. My promotion to executive vice president came with substantial compensation increase reflecting business expertise value, comprehensive authority to rebuild corporate culture systems, an executive mandate to implement gender accountability throughout all organizational operations, while ensuring that future corporate culture would prioritize professional respect and gender equality through advanced business transparency and comprehensive professional monitoring that prevented systematic violations and workplace misconduct through democratic accountability and professional transparency that recognize female leadership and business excellence. The gender revolution that resulted from professional accountability breakthrough created industry-wide transformation in corporate behavior and workplace accountability, establishing business platform transparency as essential mechanism for gender justice and professional protection, while demonstrating the revolutionary potential of female democracy for organizational transformation and masculine consequence through business evidence and strategic professional excellence that transcended gender hierarchy through corporate transparency and democratic business engagement that recognized female leadership capabilities and professional competence. The professional accountability frameworks became industry standards for gender justice and corporate oversight, while the comprehensive business transparency capabilities revolutionized workplace protection through professional accountability that provided unprecedented effectiveness in preventing gender violations and systematic workplace misconduct through advanced business monitoring and strategic professional evidence deployment that enabled gender justice and corporate democracy through democratic business platforms and professional transparency that protected gender rights and female dignity in organizational environments. The corporate legacy established comprehensive frameworks for professional accountability and gender justice that revolutionized workplace protection, while ensuring that masculine violations would face systematic business consequences through professional transparency and gender accountability that prevented workplace misconduct through advanced business monitoring and strategic professional deployment that transcended masculine authority through democratic business platforms and professional democracy that enabled systematic gender protection and workplace justice through intelligent business oversight and strategic corporate excellence that recognized female leadership and professional competence capabilities. The lesson here transcends individual gender justice and touches something fundamental about professional accountability, corporate democracy, and the revolutionary potential of business platforms for workplace protection and masculine consequence, while sophisticated professional expertise can provide systematic accountability and gender justice that transcends masculine hierarchy and corporate authority through advanced business transparency and strategic professional warfare that enables democratic organizational oversight and comprehensive workplace protection through business excellence and professional platform democracy that recognizes female leadership and corporate competence capabilities. Marcus's catastrophic mistake wasn't just dismissing individual female contributions, it was systematically underestimating professional capabilities and business expertise while assuming that masculine authority superseded gender accountability and professional transparency that had been developed through years of advanced business expertise and corporate mastery that became essential when gender justice and workplace protection depended on professional democracy rather than masculine hierarchy, and gender privilege that eliminated business protection and professional accountability through systematic corporate violations and workplace misconduct. Every organization that employs female professionals operates with gender accountability requirements and professional expertise exposure that create dangerous corporate liability when sophisticated business expertise is systematically eliminated through masculine dismissal, treating female capabilities as administrative functions rather than strategic assets that enable professional accountability and gender protection through advanced business excellence and professional platform democracy. That transcends masculine authority through business transparency and democratic professional engagement that protects gender rights and workplace dignity through professional justice and strategic business excellence that recognizes female leadership capabilities. And that's how the executive who told me I'd work for him, little girl, discovered that some female professionals possess comprehensive business knowledge and corporate excellence capabilities that can systematically transform organizational hierarchies through strategic professional deployment when the right business expertise meets the right gender dismissal, and that sophisticated corporate systems enable democratic accountability and gender justice rather than masculine protection that eliminates professional rights faster than business excellence can expose workplace misconduct and deliver systematic professional consequence through corporate transparency and gender democracy. If you want more stories where dismissed female executives receive vindication through business expertise, where masculine arrogance meets professional accountability, where gender misconduct converts into comprehensive corporate transformation through strategic business evidence and professional warfare that proves the revolutionary power of workplace transparency for gender justice and professional protection, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Because somewhere out there, right now, another male executive is dismissing another accomplished woman, while another corporate transformation is waiting to demonstrate that professional expertise transcends gender authority, and business democracy provides unprecedented protection for workplace justice and gender accountability through business excellence and strategic professional transparency. The next gender justice story is always just one little girl comment away.